right. Bergstrom?
Yes.
Merritt? Yes. Taylor?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
All right. Thank you all for joining us for Pete Bergstrom's very last meeting. Oh, very sad.
It's all smiles.
Yeah.
We'll muddle through.
Yeah, we expected a little more, Just kidding. All right. Anybody want to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Taylor? Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
Bergstrom?
Yes.
Merritt? Yes.
Sounds like it's in trouble.
All right. Presentations? What you got?
Absolutely. So this month it was our high school to bring a presentation, and Blake Peterson is a new FFA teacher for us and doing some great things. He has some new technology that he's incorporated into his classroom, and he's asked Landon, one of our juniors, to come in and discuss it a little bit more. So I'm going to give them the stage, and they're going to share to you a little bit more information about what's going on in ag welding.
Hi.
So, as Mr. Hire said, I'm Blake Peterson, first year. So this year, what we purchased with Perkins, we purchased a new virtual welder. So with this is really good for our more like our exploratory kids and like intro to ag kids. This is a really good way to like spark their interest coming up in here. I've learned that since getting this, they pointed out right off the bat, since like if we leave it sitting out or something, this is what they're drawn to because technology is what they're drawn to, and like kids that like you always start at the beginning like of the class or like of the quarter, especially in exploratory, like who knows welding, what it is, are you guys excited for it? Nobody knows what it is. Then after this they're like, well, that'd be fun to actually do the real thing of it. So sweet. So this is Landon, like I said, we are going to demonstrate how it works. So it's all just ran off of the phone. The phone is set up for this all comes together. The phone is set up just for being like the virtual welder part. So you turn on your controller or on your MIG gun. This is all set for MIG welding, and it's all ran on right on here. You tap, and it says push and hold to start the simulation, and then through the screen, it's kind of hard to see, but through the screen you can see it. It turns this into the welder. So do that, and like it has your plates of metal here. So like how Landon's going to show is he's just going to run a bead straight through here, but it can also be set up for like a T-weld, for a T-joint to do that, or else it can be set up for a lap weld too. So these are the different welds that we practice in class doing it too. So it's going to it can be ran either in the helmet or there's like a stand that can be shown on here, so you can like watch it as you're doing it. I've learned that the kids they like using the helmet because it does make it more realistic. This gets kind of heavy using the other ones, so we're gonna go ahead. Yep.
Just sits on your head like a regular welding helmet would, except obviously there's a phone in the face instead of a visor. Yeah. Displays all different, like I guess like how far away you are from the piece and if you're working and going, how fast you're going.
So I know you don't see anything, but he's laying a butt weld right now, and he will get data and real-time feedback on how he is doing in that butt weld. So you'll see the results in a minute.
But I missed the spot.
Pizza.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, that one wasn't too bad.
Alright, so you just were able to pop it off. Good job, Brandon.
91.
Way to go, Landon.
He's fully employed.
Oh yeah. Travel angle, everything, like speed.
Very cool.
Oh, really cool.
Looks like a $30 an hour.
Right.
Thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So
And there's also other screens. And you can tap through it. It shows like the motion graphs of how shaky you are when you go through.
because then like yeah, there we go. There, like then we can tap through. It's the graphs like this show like how all the way through what it did. Then you can actually tap it again, and then that's what it looks like for him when
Oh,
he's
wow.
when he's doing it.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Do you have just one of those units in?
Yep, just one.
Are
Just
they
one
pretty expensive?
$3,700. So
Sure, that's a great tool.
yeah, like I said, I think it's already gotten its use out of it. So yeah, it's used quite a bit. So
That's awesome.
I know when you start teaching like welding and stuff, a lot of times it's the consumable cost. You know, whether you're going through wire or you're going through gas or you're going through sticks. And for the kids to be able to do this and practice this and then also get that real time feedback on how they are doing is a great way to introduce our students. So I was talking to Landon. Landon, what has this done to you and what are you thinking about doing in the future?
So I'm looking actually at a career in welding after high school, going to BMAC to get certified. Yeah. But this is just a good way, if I can't actually be out in the shop using materials to weld in person. This is a good way to kind of hone my skills, I guess.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh when you have like extra downtime in class or we were doing classwork and then it's just free time after we mess around with this. Just keep on top of it.
and like another thing is too, it's really nice having something that, like I said, like can be used like all the way from like upperclassmen, down to like seventh graders that are using it, but still like that benefit of just being able to use it, but then like getting better at your craft too, like guys are doing that too. Like I say, is very, very beneficial all the way through all the levels that we're teaching.
Would you use that as a test, I mean, as far as the grading, I mean, if you, on the beginners?
So as far as the testing part goes, like I said, it's good to like get the basics down, but like Landon will say, so like with this, it's just got like a lot of different pieces to it where like the actual pattern that you run, I would say it maybe doesn't pick up on it. Like it would just like lag a little bit as like a computer would. So it's hard to like, as me, like to grade something. It's hard to grade something because it's like maybe it just didn't pick up on it right or something like that. But one thing that was really nice is we were able to use this before like we started MIG welding in class. So like this is nice because normally when you start welding like you jump because you don't know what's going to crack or anything like that. But like we're able to, I forgot you can turn the volume up on it, like you can hear it, and it, like it's already like breaking them into it more. So it's like this is what's going to happen actually. So it's like you're skipping over that first, so they're able to get out a little bit faster.
And again, I think Earl maybe asked the cost of it. So for you guys to be aware, we have 4 of 6 service areas in CTE, Career and Technical Education. And we get Perkins dollars that we're able to purchase certain things and equipment to advance those programs. And this is one example of how we were using Perkins dollars, a federal fund, to be able to support some of our programs with some new technology as such. Okay. Wonderful.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
Landon.
Landon.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Good stuff. While he packs up, are y'all ready for us?
Yeah, building reports?
Good. Well, my first part is just kind of, we have some similar things, we might have some things together, but I think over the last month, our teachers and staff have had lots of opportunities to just grow in their practice through some professional development. So our learning specialist, Amanda Bailey at the elementary, spends about a half day with each grade level team or department and really partnered with our AEA staff that we have, just digging into some learning with some of our district work around unpacking standards. So they spent time, a chunk of time learning, practicing some things together, and then being able to kind of that gradual release on their own. that ended up as a really positive experience for all of our staff members, which then kind of led us into those 2 days before Thanksgiving to continue that work of unpacking standards that we're working through at the district level. Those 2 days too, we were able, Mr. Heyer led us through some work just on a reunification drill. Teams got to work with their kind of partner team at the secondary to have a mid-quarter check-in to just with some of our work, how's it going, what are you doing in your classroom? So just, I feel like time really well spent to continue to grow our practices as teachers within the district. Our special education team spent last Wednesday at both buildings. Maddie Weisskopf had kind of organized and facilitated. We're moving from doing Medicaid paperwork in the special ed department from paper to doing that all on computer. So our paraprofessionals and teachers work together through that training, and we're able to start that practice in the near future. So just a lot of just new things that I feel like all of our staff members and their different roles are really digging into and doing some great learning. We had outside of learning, we had our winter concert last night. So again, unless you are part of an elementary concert, people come in. I mean, there's tons and tons of people, which I think the kids are super excited about to be able to share what they're doing in music. But I'm always amazed as people are continuing to come in the doors and then support our students. We have a student teacher working with Miss Reese, so an opportunity to watch someone new be able to direct their first time in front of a crowd to conduct songs. And he was like, that, you didn't tell me how many people were going to be here. So being able to get that experience and do that after learning was great to see his confidence grow in that area too. Our building has been working through the month of December, just working on the month of giving. So each week has been a different theme for the food pantry. And I'm always amazed at the things that our families and students are bringing in for not only students within our building, but for the community as a whole. We have already taken 2 shipments to the pantry because the table is overflowing. So I think sometimes you don't get to see that when people are bringing in a couple of items, but it's overwhelming to see what our families are willing to provide for others within the community. And then also gifts under the tree for students. So just really appreciative of that. And then, not say too much, but families will be receiving information in the next couple of days. Our students are working together through PBIS to earn as a class 100 Bulldog bucks, and they have something that they're working towards as a class or a school for that last day before break. And then outside the lunchroom every day, there is a clue of kind of what that might be. So it's really fun to see how the classes are trying to determine what that surprise is and what's happening, and why some ideas may or may not be correct. But they are definitely more clever in their problem solving than what I give all ages before. So it's kind of fun to see, and I'm excited to go to lunch and what might be happening before break. So it's top secret, so I hope parents can keep that also secret once they find out here in the next couple of days. But otherwise, just an exciting time before winter break, but lots going on.
Any questions for Amy, guys?
Is your student teacher from Iowa State? Or where is he
I believe so. Yeah.
And the concert was great. Great job. That's all.
I was going to start by saying that I'm always impressed when we go to our performances by our students. We have really talented kids, and our adults put a lot of work into it. We actually have a student teacher in our building, which is their student teacher's roommate. So I got to observe a lesson today where he taught job. So I know that Jeremy's really helped him in his time here. Kind of like what Amy said, talk a little bit about those 2 professional development days before Thanksgiving. We're asking a lot of our teachers in terms of what we are doing with curriculum alignment and identifying essential standards, and then unpacking those standards to make sure that we're teaching and assessing at the right level. We had only had 1 hour of early out time before that Monday, Tuesday to work on it. So we had kind of just dipped our toe into getting through that process that Mr. Heyer had created. That Monday and Tuesday, we got a lot of quality time in, and our teachers were able to maximize some time and really make some headway on curriculum alignment. We also found some questions that we still need to answer, but I'm really proud of the work that our teachers do. It could have been easy to come in that Monday and Tuesday before we get to Thanksgiving break, kind of phone it in, but they did not do that. They came in, hit the ground running, and did a really good job. We sent our science department to Minneapolis to the National Science Conference. They came back with, I think, a lot of great ideas, not only for the classroom, but something that all of them mentioned was just the ability to build the camaraderie amongst the team and really grow and have good conversations, not only on the way and back, but while they're there. So they went with the intention of maybe getting some clarity on our curriculum adoption. I think we're going to come back with some answers, maybe a couple more questions, but I'm really helped with that. So excited to get some of our teachers that kind of exposure. Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, but the day after the last board meeting, we hosted another Veterans Day ceremony. If you've been to those, it is really impressive what Mrs. Dutcher does, the junior class, the work that they put in. Mrs. Levicki with facts, provides refreshments and things like that. But it's a good service to our veterans that we have, and a big thank you. And it just represents Ogden really well. And then the staff has had a little bit of fun. We had an underground spirit week before Thanksgiving, which means the staff had different dress-up days. And it takes till about Tuesday or Wednesday before the kids kind of catch on. But the staff does a good job of playing dumb and kind of hiding it, just keeping it going. But they had a little bit of fun. And then we've done a thing where I hide this little Yeti figurine around the building, and if the staff finds it, they get candy. So trying to have a little fun as we wind down the semester. 1 week until finals. So high school students will take finals next Thursday, Friday. Middle school will go to hidden anchors on Friday, like typically do at the end of the semester. So just working toward a strong finish for the first.
Awesome. Any questions, comments?
The veteran program. Unbelievable.
I believe our kids do a really.
The music, I just couldn't believe.
That's my favorite part. They play to the service songs.
Thanks, guys. All right, moving on to consent agenda. Anything you wanted to?
The only thing that I want
Point
to
out.
mention is the final MOU for our therapy dog program. I've talked a lot about that. With that approval, assuming we approve that, we will ultimately end up having 2 therapy dogs at the elementary and 2 at the middle school, high school. This final one will be Alicia Rouge. Super excited about that. And working with Ogden Alumni Association as well as CARES program, we intend on probably getting those dogs in early August. So the start of next school year, we will have the 4 therapy dogs in our school setting, which I'm excited about.
All right, I'll take a motion to approve that.
So moved. I'll second.
Taylor,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Bergstrom,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. All right, moving on to action items. All right, canvas of votes. What do we do here? Just
Yeah, I
there
think
they
we need to
are,
probably
and-
make a motion to acknowledge the canvas of the votes.
We don't, if they just end up in our minutes, but we probably should just verbally acknowledge them and the results.
Yeah. If you want, do you want to read them? Do you want me to read them?
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So the votes for board members, we had 568 votes for Lauren Britton, 399 for Kelly Merritt, and 247 for Tina Palmer. The revenue purpose statement, there was 540 yes votes and 132 no's. And then the question about voter PEPL had 482 yes votes and 199 no votes. And that was during the November election, which was November 4th, 2025.
All right. So that's good enough for that.
That's all we need.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, moving on to the farm lease. This is just a renewal, but if you want to mention that.
Yeah, so the property that we recently purchased on the southeast corner of our land here on this campus, we don't have any intentions over the next year to be using that. And last year we signed a lease with a local individual, and reaching out to him, he said that he would like to continue that lease. Really, this is just a continuation of that lease for a year-by-year basis. And I'd like to see if you guys can improve that. I did check on pricing, and I kind of used the farmland appraisal through Iowa State. They send out a documentation on what leased land should be, and that's where the figures came from.
I'll make the motion to approve the farm lease renewal.
Taylor,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Bergstrom,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. All right, capital loan notes engagement letter. Joshua?
So Allers and Cooney is our legal counsel that we have identified for this for the school. And when you are starting to go through and start to look and pursue an issuance of a PEPL note, you want to have legal counsel there to support you. And the note or the letter of intent is just to say that they are supporting us during this PEPL process and the cost of their fees. So that's really ultimately what that document was. Is ultimately just identifying that they are engaging and supporting us in that process, and that Allers and Cooney's Allers would be representing us.
If there's no questions, I'll make the motion to approve the capital loan notes engagement letter with Allers.
Second.
Taylor,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Bergstrom,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. All right, on to SBRC request.
So you guys see this probably, well, about this time every year. And the state of Iowa with SBRC allows you to ask for authority on just certain metrics. Some of them would be if your certified enrollment changes, that would be either open enrollment or after the October date that we established, there's changes in your enrollment, as well as EL. So if there's a change in your EL, you can ask for that. Based off of where we were last year in the 2024 and now this year, we are asking for the authority. It was in your packet, but that $59,746. This is a pretty standard process that we want. I would ask the board to remember whenever you can ask for authority, I think it's important to ask for that authority. It helps with our UAB.
I'll take a motion to approve that unless there are any questions.
So moved. I'll second.
Taylor,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Bergstrom,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. All right, at-risk dropout prevention plan.
So in the next month or two, we will be bringing to you guys a request for MSA, Modified Supplemental Aid. And with that, you need to have a dropout prevention plan in place. Iowa Code talks about certain things that you need to have in your dropout prevention plan. It's kind of how are you going to be using these dollars? Primarily, it's for making sure that kids are progressing through school that maybe have identified as at risk. Are they completing school? And then the last one is are they staying within school? So we ultimately took a plan that we previously had. We made some adjustments and changes to align to the things that we are currently doing. And that was ultimately the plan that you guys were presented was in alignment to what we are currently doing, as well as making sure we're meeting what Iowa Code says you need to do in a dropout plan. So that was ultimately included in your board packet, that dropout prevention plan. And now that that plan is in place, we will be coming to you guys in future months with some things that really funding to support that program.
Were there any questions about that? All right, I'll take a motion to approve it.
Make a motion to approve the 26-27 at-risk dropout prevention plan.
Thanks, Earl.
I'll second that.
Taylor,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Bergstrom,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. On to the course description guide.
We're bringing this a little bit early, and I think we're excited about that. I will kind of tag team this with Derek a little bit and interject and add, but I'm really appreciative of our high school staff as well as Tila. She did a lot of heavy lifting with this. But our hope would be is after this gets approved, it can kind of jumpstart our process for enrolling kids. It's crazy to think we're at semester one wrapping it up, and we're already thinking about enrolling kids in for next year. But it really helps us get that jump start. With that, there were a couple changes to this year's or the upcoming course description guide. One of them that I want to make note of, and we discussed this at our curriculum subcommittee meeting, is making sure that our senior year plus program, that is basically some code that says when kids can enroll in college level courses. And through discussion, we felt like it was important that we help support our students and get them on a pathway towards an associate degree. So if you remember the conversation that we had, and I'll share with you guys, we wanted to make sure that the kids, when they were enrolling in college level classes, that it was opening doors. And we felt like opening doors is getting them on a path that those courses that they're taking are purposeful and going to be aligned to giving them something that will actually say, yes, I have this certification, I have this degree, and it's opening doors for them. Previously, it was the DMAT catalog, and they could take any course. So now what it is what we're proposing that you accept is that it is still a lot of online courses, but it would be for a 2-year degree, as well as there is a clause in there that says if they are interested in taking a DMAT course that may align to some of their college or future career interests, they can appeal and go through that with the building principal. The building principal can make that determination. We're still allowing our kids to engage and take a lot of credits, but we're just really, I think, helping them narrow that pathway on these are the courses that you should take rather than, well, I maybe want to take this, I maybe want to take this, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just to add on, when we made that recommendation, it's really an effort to protect the student. I felt like, I mean, I think that's kind of where we were going. I mean, not only is it our tax dollars that's paying for it, I mean, but that's not even the point. Like the point really was to protect the student, and because 16-year-olds don't know. Like, they look at the catalog and they're like, that looks underwater basket weaving looks awesome. I think I'll do that. And it's like, you know. So it was really an effort to streamline them so that they're not wasting their time and quite frankly our money, but really mostly their time. And so that, like Joshua said there, so we really were trying to protect the student, I think is fair to say, isn't it, with that recommendation. So.
Yeah. So that was a critical change. One that I'm excited about that I'd like to mention is we already have a workplace readiness course in for our 9th grade students. And we are going to be working with our CCTC, which is College Career Transition Counselor, to have them teach a portion of that class. And by doing that, they will get an intro to college course, and our kids will walk across the stage by the time they're done with at least walking across with some college credit, which I think is really exciting. And by doing that, we're saying that that is giving them a foundation on what are the requirements, the rigor that it's going to require for them to take a future college course. Most of that workplace readiness is their freshman year. Is that correct, Eric? So I'm excited to be able to provide that opportunity, and that was a change that would be in the course guide. And then the last thing would be the state of Iowa is actually changing the math requirements for students and mandating that they complete algebra, geometry, and algebra 2. And that would be for the class of 2030. So with that change, the new course guide would say that kids that are entering into our system and graduating 2030 would need to meet those state requirements. We have some students that may be a challenge to. So Derek has worked creatively with his team to identify what those students may. We want to support kids in this process. So opposite of their PE is an every other day course. Derek has created almost a skinny course, if you will, and it is going to be a math lab where they might be able to pre-teach some skills and or reteach skills to ensure student success in those courses so that we can get them to be able to meet those requirements. So I'm excited with Derek and his team that kind of thought about that idea to be able to support kids in this state effort to make sure that they're completing algebra, geometry, and algebra 2. Was there any other things that maybe I missed or things that you would like to add to the conversation, Derek?
We did have a clause in there that if there's a course that they want to take through DMAC that we offer on campus, that they take it through or on campus, with the exception that there may be a scheduling conflict, and that would all have to be approved through the administration office. We want to make sure that if our teachers are teaching an online or a college level course, we want our kids to be taking that class through our teachers on site as opposed to just online, unless it's, I mean, as long as it's. I'm trying to think.
I think those were the major changes.
They look good. Good job.
Sheila did a lot of work. She puts a lot of effort into it. And our teachers go through that every year and check on their course descriptions and update that as we.
Are there any questions or comments about that, guys?
Sounds
All right.
great.
I'll take a motion if you're ready.
I'll make the motion to approve the 26-27 high school course description guide.
Second.
Taylor?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
Bergstrom?
Yes.
Merritt?
Yes. All right, policy review. These were pretty standard. Anybody have any?
In the 200
say?
series,
Yeah.
we're just kind of reviewing some things. I think there was 5 or 6 that were in your packet.
Yeah, they were pretty straightforward, I think.
I'll make the motion to approve first and final reading, policy 207 and 2091 to 209.5.
I'll second that.
Taylor?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
Bergstrom?
Yes.
Merritt?
Yes. All right, public comment. Did any of you want to? Nobody has. All right, on to the board calendar. We're about to do all that. Well, A next. B, we already did that. If I could just take a moment quickly while we're talking about the board calendar. I'm going to send you, after the meeting, I would love for us to be smart greeters if you all agree. So I would like to add that. Is that okay? So at the elementary, Amy has people come and they greet the elementary kids as they come in, and I think it would be fun for the board to do that. So if you guys all are okay with that, then I'll send you out some dates that we could go do that. Probably after Christmas at this point. Is that cool?
Yes.
All right, and then
In warm weather?
well,
Maybe not that far
we live in Iowa, Earl, so nobody can predict that.
Just make sure you're not doing that as a group text. You'll have to
Yes,
coordinate
I will.
individually.
Yes, I
Yeah.
will do that. I will.
And
be
then
careful.
let us know what date you choose, and then what we'll do is we'll make a post of it, because we'll have all 5 of you together in one location. We just want to make sure we're following everything.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I'm glad that you guys are willing to do that.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. And I also just wanted to take this minute, since it's part of the board calendar, it is a board meeting, to point out just one more time our appreciation week. And I did bring some snacks, not to celebrate that you're leaving, but to celebrate your 12 years of dedicated service. So I have some Amber Gorman special cookie bites here for everybody. So please, everybody, feel free to grab them. And then she actually had an extra, so I just grabbed you one. And they are Grinch themed, but that was totally unintended. I promise that was not on purpose. So
That was pretty cool.
so again, I know I said this a little last month, but we've just really appreciated you. Your pragmatism, you always approach things so logically, and your kindness and patience with me when I got on the board, I really appreciated it. So did anybody else have any comments they wanted to make at this time?
I will reiterate those comments. You guided me along the way as I came on board, and appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. So like as you're leaving or whatever, please grab a cookie bite. They're delicious, small town sweets, and if you haven't patronized Amber, please do so.
That's an idea. As long as it goes in the general.
All right. Okay, it's your turn now. Sorry, Joshua.
We were able to wrap up instructional rounds. We did the second round of it today. And I think it's a great opportunity for us just to really look at, is the professional development that we're asking our teachers to do, is it actually making an impact in the classrooms? But as well as that, I think it's really important for our teachers that are able to do the instructional rounds. They walk out of there having the opportunity to get into 10 different classrooms and learn from their peers. And there are great things that are taking place in our buildings, and they learn so much through that process. So I'm really appreciative of the support in getting this program up and going. And we will do this 4 times a year. And we're bringing new people along every time, so they're having the experience and opportunity to do that. So we did that today. And then next Wednesday, I think you heard in Amy and Derek's is they're balancing the continuous improvement in what we're asking our teachers to do, but they're also trying to have some fun and some culture and really do some of those things. So next Wednesday, we will have the third winter games for Ogden. So it's just a fun opportunity for us to kind of pause some things, bring everybody together, and do some fun things that we will be doing with our staff next Wednesday. And then, next Friday we will be starting our winter break, and then we will be returning on Friday, January 2nd, assuming we don't have any weather issues or anything as such.
All right. Is that it?
That should be it.
All right. I will take a motion. We probably should make it.
So moved.
I will second that.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
Bergstrom?
Yes.
Merritt?
Yes. All right. Thanks,
Thank
Pete.
you, everybody.
Grab a cookie, everybody. They're delicious. It's just a little bite, so you won't have to. Well, here, you can eat one of these, and then you can take these home. So these are the ones these are the ones I ordered. They were actually like rolled off, and then those were like extras.
They look pretty fancy.
And then I couldn't resist.
You want that? It's yours.
They're gonna let you take care of that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thanks, Pete.
Am
Am I
thinking
gonna
the same?
get a blue mouse
I
for the
was
rest of
gonna
this
go over
meeting?
a white one.
Somebody has to eat a cookie, guys.
Oh, I'm going
Are we
to.
gonna get a blue mouse for the rest of the meeting?
I'm okay.
We're not too bad.
We don't want her.
If you're doing blue, I'll do blue.
I'll do blue.
Then we'll be at least.
Aren't they so cute?
They're adorable.
Do I need to move?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you got to sit somewhere up here.
No, you gotta sit somewhere. You wanna flip cover?
Yeah,
You wanna sign up?
Yep.
Unless.
It's really good.
Aren't they so good?
The ratio of frosting to cookie seems pretty appropriate.
Her kids are coming. They're not here yet. I don't think her kids are
Well,
here.
look at Lauren.
Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, they're even blue and white.
You want one?
No, I'm good, but thank you for asking. Okay,
Eating cookies.
We're still live.
Yeah, I know. Hey guys.
What is it? All right, I am going to call the organizational meeting to order. Britton? Yes. Merritt?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
I don't know why it's so funny.
This one.
Okay, our first item is to swear in the board members, each board member, so I will, we're gonna do it together. So, do you both solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that you will faithfully and impartially, to the best of your ability, discharge the duties of the office of school board member in the Ogden Community School District as now and hereafter required by law? I do. Yes. Next is the appointing of our president and vice president. We can do this in separate motions or all in one motion if that's how you choose, but we're looking first for a motion for president or a motion for both positions together. Or discussion, whatever, but the action item will be to make a motion for president.
I will make a motion for Kelly as president and Matt as vice president.
I will second that. Britton? Yes. Merritt?
Yes.
Taylor?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Van Sickle?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Kelly, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that you will faithfully and impartially, to the best of your ability, discharge the duties of the office of president in the Ogden Community School District as now and hereafter required by law?
I do.
And Matt, Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that you will faithfully and impartially, to the best of your ability, discharge the duties of the office of Vice President in the Ogden Community School District as now and hereafter required by law?
I do, so help me God.
Perfect. And now I am going to pass this meeting back to Kelly.
Okay. And so now we just need to do committees. That's all that's left.
Yep,
Right?
because we can
Yep.
skip C. There's no change to our
C,
bank
but
authorized
fine.
items.
Okay. So remind me what your curriculum with me, your facilities. And Matt, what are you, finance and facilities?
Conference board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're that too.
He was on facilities.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just start over.
Yeah, start it.
Yeah.
Do you have
Negotiations we
Yeah.
wouldn't need
don't
for
need
this,
that.
so we would
Mhm.
be able to probably have negotiations and decide. Typically, it would be our president, vice president
Yeah.
for that for next year. We won't
Well,
even need it for
yeah,
this
we
year.
won't even.
Yeah.
So today we're really just looking for
Instruction,
facility, and
finance, and then Matt, you want to do the conference board again?
Boy, do I.
Yes, he
Knew
does.
it.
I heard the excitement in his voice. He's excited about that. Did you have something that you sounded interesting to you?
I'm obviously willing to serve wherever.
Yeah.
You know that.
Did you want to hear him again, or did you get him?
No, I think I had them instruction, facilities, finance.
Yep.
Obviously, as a parent, instruction is what's most important to me, but I think there's 2 people already on there.
No, we're starting
Okay.
over.
Start fresh.
There's nobody on it.
Okay.
So if you have a
Yeah.
choice,
That sounds great. What do you think? What are you guys feeling?
Building's fine with me.
Do you want to do facilities this time?
Try something.
I think that's great. What about you?
I've enjoyed facilities. I don't know if that's Earl and I, and then if you guys need me somewhere else, I haven't been on the other ones yet.
I've really liked curriculum actually too. And then do you want to double up with me? Or we got Matt. Matt, what do you want to be on?
She's
Finance.
Sounds like
she's on
finance.
Finance.
Yeah, it was Lauren.
You want to stay
I
on?
can do finance, that's fine.
Would we want another person?
Yeah, anybody else want to do finance?
Is
Yeah,
there
we
somebody
need
that would
someone
be?
else. Who wants to double up?
I can.
You want to do that?
Sure. I haven't done that one before,
So Pete's on finance?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
unless you don't think I should.
I think
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Lauren and Kelly on instruction. Facilities will be Earl and Pete.
Yeah.
And finance will be Matt and Pete.
Yes.
And conference board is Matt.
only because he loves it so much.
He's so good at it.
All right. We don't have to do anything about that, right? We just say that. and
Nope.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. Then we just we need to adjourn the organizational meeting.
Okay. Welcome. First of
Yeah.
all, these are for you too. So please, by all means, we're happy to have you.
Happy to
So
be here.
welcome to your first board meeting. Got it under your belt very quickly. Do you want to make a motion to adjourn?
Yes, absolutely. So moved.
I will second that.
Taylor, Thompson,
Yes.
Van Sickle,
Yes.
Britton,
Yes.
Merritt.
Yes. All right. Well done, everybody. This is fast.